Happy Monday, everybody. How are you today? I greet you in love and peace. We're just coming off a beautiful Father's Day. So all your fathers out there, I can say happy belated Father's Day. But I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you got treated like royalty, like you're supposed to be. So I just welcome you back today. I'm excited to talk about today's topic. And as you saw for the title, don't make negative comments towards your child. You might want to caution that. But what made me come up with this idea is because I know the missing fathers, the single mothers, the uncles, the grandmothers. I'm going to refer to all of you as caretakers. So caretakers who have these children, trust me, I see it and I can feel your pain. That missing fathers, they evoke a lot of unresolved abandonment feelings within mothers or caretakers. And in turn, that erupts an enormous amount of feelings. Feelings of rejection, feelings of anger, feelings of distrust in themselves. And that's often kind of when they get older, like speaking about the mothers, as you get older and you have these feelings, it's kind of like when you get into your adult intimate relationships, it kind of like, I don't know if I'm really to trust others because you really don't trust yourself. So, with all of that being said, parents, again, you project these feelings on the fatherless child, and I caution you. But before I get into that, I must say, again, please, I thank you for all the subscribers so far. This is like really exciting. Thank you for joining this movement. And I just wanted to say, if you find this material valuable, please click on that red subscribe button, number one. Like the information, number two. Share the information, number three. And finally, number four, hit that notification bell. And that way, for future videos that come across, you're able to see the content. This is some powerful stuff. So again, for those who are returning, for those who are new subscribers, welcome. Welcome to this channel. And here we talk about the fatherless children, the single mothers or caretakers, and we talk about, most importantly, the missing fathers. So our goal and our mission is to seek out the missing fathers, rehab their minds, try to help them so they can be men to try to be fathers and play that strong, positive role in their children's lives, their daughters and sons. So, the purpose of this video, once again, I want to talk about taking measures against the factors of and how it affects your children. For example, let me give you a definition about self-esteem. Now, self-esteem is basically how a person view himself or herself. So, before you talk about single mothers, before you talk about those missing fathers, before you make comments, negative comments, against those missing fathers, I want you to listen to me very, very carefully. Because as I mentioned to you before, family, F-A-M-I-L-Y, father and mother, I love you, which means that the child still have an emotional bond. Although that father may not be present, that child what we call a self-fulfilling prophecy. The child is wondering one day when the father is not around, one day, my prophecy is my father will automatically, mysteriously come out of nowhere and save me and rescue me and attach to me emotionally. They have this over and over and over ruminating in their mind. So, with that being said, when you begin to talk negatively about their fathers, more than likely the child is going to grow up and learn to defend the vision and the fantasy that they have that the father will one day return. So if you talk negatively about the missing father, what happens is they usually will defend the fantasy what they have that their father will one day come and rescue them. So that's why I caution. Why did I bring up self-esteem? This is the point. When you are, and I'm talking to the single mothers or the caretakers, are rearing this child and you taking care of this child, and then I've seen, not all, let me make that clear, but for those who have a tendency to talk negatively about the child's father in front of the child, especially in front of the child, then the child takes that in and hear that. And some examples is, he's no good, I've always raised and taken care of you, and what is he going to do? He's never came so far. Oh, this is a good one I've heard too. I'm the mother and the father. Father, they should be for me too. I'm the mother and the father. No. What happens is, let's go back to self-esteem. When you do that, that in turns inject guilt. What do I mean by that? Well, when the son or the daughter, kind of self-terminate, meaning kind of express their thoughts and their feelings about that missing father, and then you come and condemn that and don't allow them, through guilt, don't allow them to really express themselves, then what happens is that lowers the child's self-esteem, because the child grows up thinking, well, I don't have the right to own my thoughts and feelings, and really they do. And so and I've mentioned on my video before, is that in this community, we are solution focused. We are about healing. And in the process of healing, we need the parent that is there or the caretaker that is currently present to contribute to healing, to help the child heal. Not negatively talking about the missing father, because that father, the parent or caretaker that is there, is not your father. It's the child's father. So I'll caution you, you do not want to lower self-esteem, because the child, again, will grow up thinking that my choices and my thoughts does not really mean nothing to nobody, because the parent that was there never validated my thoughts, never listened to me to where I wanted to express myself and being with my father. So I just want you to really, 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 really be careful of that. Number two, for the parent and the caretaker, once again, I mean, it's a struggle. Sometimes, you may have 2 or 3 children, you're struggling, you're trying to, meet the goals and meet the needs and basic needs, and then we have this plague going on right now, and it's very hard. The money's tight, it's strong, it's stressful. Your boss get on your nerves, and you got all these factors that's going on. But I want you to learn how to increase your awareness as you relate to the child when you are taking care of the child and the missing father is gone. Awareness. What do you mean by awareness? This is what I mean. Be aware of what do you bring to the child's emotional development while he or she is still dealing with a loss. It is a loss for that child. So the parent that is present, the more you're aware of using your active listening skills, remember this is solution focused, using your active listening skills to the child. So for example, let's go back to the prior example. When the child self-divulged, hey, I miss my father, one day he was going to come back, one day he's going to do that, then your active listening skills would sound like this. Validation, reflecting thoughts or feelings, encouraging them, and just listening. Taking that tone, be slow to speak and quick to listen. This is how you promote healing. Before, on the other hand, talking negatively about the missing father. Also, I want to raise a point about being emotionally supportive of your child where the missing father is gone. Well, physically, but not mentally for the child, or not emotionally for the child, okay? Because you got to always remember that you and the missing father have produced the child, or if you're a caretaker, the child is still in your bloodline, and you got to understand that child has that fantasy. Okay, so the caretaker that is present, you must be emotionally supportive, meaning encourage the child to maybe write a letter. You got to understand this is a loss, and just like if somebody were to transition and leave the earth through their great departure, then if the father's not there, you got to understand and be empathetic towards the child and understand that the child, from the child perspective, this is a major loss. So therefore, what comes with that, with the emotion that is attached to the loss, is usually grief. And so you want to, again, be solution focused and promote healing by being emotionally sound and supportive for the child. So this is how that looks. You may ask them to write a letter. Write a letter so the child to write a letter to the parent, and you may ask that child to read aloud that letter. So that way the child can feel like, hey, someone is being heard, somebody's listening to me, and I'll be able to at least get validation for someone until that fantasy come to pass. So again, I just wanted to share those three a little bit things before you, I get you emotionally, frustrated and disappointed and hurt, hungry, and just hurt and everything like that. I understand that. And you hungry for your child to be reconnected with the father. But I just caution, before you sit around and talk negatively about the missing father, just always think you must have awareness, you must be emotionally supportive, and most importantly, you have to remember, you do not want to decrease the self-esteem of the child. So ruminate that, think about that, and as always, I'm just asking everybody, tell somebody about this channel, support and listen, and let's follow and continue to build. And thank you everybody for being with me. I'm very excited, and I'll see you next Monday. God bless you. One more thing, everybody listen. Especially the males. I gotta get this across. Males, are you listening? Males, boys do what they want to do. Men do what they have to do. Peace out.